What's going on, y'all? Listen, I just wanted to hop on here real quick because people keep on bothering me, and I'm not even finna get a full review of it. But listen, I watch Squid Games, okay? I watch Squid Games, plus I gotta go back downstairs in a few minutes. And I just really wanted to give y'all something because it's been on my mind. Baby, it's been a few days since I finished it. And I am still in my feelings about it because what the hell? Now listen, it's a Korean TV show, okay? It's a drama, thriller, something like that, gore and all that. So if you don't like, and spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it, bitch, don't look at this whole thing because I'm gonna be mentioning some stuff. You can't help but mention stuff when you review stuff. But all I'm gonna say is go watch that shit for yourself, all right? Baby, let me just say this. I don't know which one of y'all asses told me to watch it. F y'all, but thank y'all at the same time. And you know what's so crazy? My mom and my sisters, they are into all that Korean stuff, and I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the Korean TV shows are a hell of a lot better than US TV shows, okay? And when I tell you they dramas and stuff like that, sometimes the motherfucking drama episodes be like 2 hours long, and then it be like 20 episodes per freaking season, and it be like 2 hours long. Ain't nobody got time for all that, okay? I gotta watch it in increments, okay? But this shit was 9 hours. I would say it 9 hours, all right, all together, if you want to put it that way, because it was 9 episodes, almost an hour each episode. I think episode 8 was only 32 minutes though, but yeah, it's basically this show based in Korea, and this man is hard on his luck, okay? At one point he was working and then he got laid off or something like that. They did a little protest or whatever, and he was having flashbacks through the whole time. Baby, let me just say this. I was not expecting all of this shit to happen. When people be hyping shit up, I'd be like, okay, cool, y'all just doing it to just be doing it or whatever. But this is one of those shows that they hyped up and it lived up to the hype, okay? I'm looking at the shit, and when it first come on, red light, green light, I said, what is this? Oh my God, we used to play this at school, in gym and all this stuff. And baby, when we finally get into the episode and I saw exactly what the hell red light, green light was, I said, excuse the fuck out of me? Excuse the fuck out of me? This is not what I expected, okay? Now, let me just tell you this. When red light, green light came through, baby, Ashley would have been done, okay? Let me tell you, for one of two reasons. One, I would have tripped. I would have been that bitch that tripped, okay? I would have just, because, I'm a big girl, okay? And we try to get momentum. Sometimes it's hard to stop, all right? So all of a sudden, you want me to abruptly stop? Bitch, I might just trip over my own goddamn feet, okay? And then I might be running a little bit too slow and never make it to the line. Those are 2 reasons why I might get killed on that thing, okay? Because basically, they get these people that were unfortunate, in debt, in trouble or whatever, and it's money motivated. So if you win a series of 6 games all together, baby, by the end of it, you get all this money. It's like 48 million won, which is like probably 40 million in US money or something like that. Y'all do the math, look it up, okay? And so, the way that they was approached was by this guy who approached player 4, 5, 6, who was hard on his luck. We saw how he was struggling. It was his daughter's birthday. He ain't even had shit for the daughter, okay? He went to a goddamn arcade, to one of those machines where you pull the claw and you try to get something. Now, I said, I know the hell you didn't. Bitch, you was better off just going to a toy store and getting her $1 gift or whatever, instead of wasting all your money trying to get this thing, okay? It took a little boy to come through and help him get it out, because the little boy had the strategy, and mama is just going through it. He living with his mama because, he ain't got no job. He had an ex-wife. They about to take the kids over there to the United States, girl. And he confronts, or this person meets him at the train station, right? And he was like, listen, you want to play a game? I said, what in the salt is going on? We about to play games up here. The last time I heard you want to play a game, it wasn't good, okay? We was dealing with razor blades and needles and all of that stuff, okay? Bear traps. I said, say no. Say no. That motherfucker opened up that suitcase. He opened up that suitcase and saw that money, and maybe I would have been tempted to say yes to, okay? I don't know what game they was playing. I can't remember, but you had to throw your piece down on there and try to flip the other person. Girl, he was red, old boy was blue, or it was vice versa. Either way, player 456 just couldn't get it right until the last time, you know. And at first they betted money. And he was like, listen, bitch, I ain't got no money. He was like, okay, cool. If you get it, every time you miss, I just slap the fuck out of you. He was like, okay, cool. And he must have got slapped like 1,000 times. And then he finally got it, okay? And so he gave him this card. And he gave him the money that he was supposed to get too. And I was like, all right. You know, so the mama's struggling. So he calls the number. So that was the only reason why he went on ahead to call the number, I believe, okay? And so he gets picked up in this van with a whole bunch of other people. They dosed the van, okay? Like air, you know, like basically dose them, okay? You know, all this smoke or whatever come out and it knocks them out. Next thing you know, they wake up in this big ass warehouse looking thing with bunk beds that was like 4, 5 tops. I said, wait a minute, I'm used to bunk beds that be like a bed and then a bed. That's a bunk bed, bitch. Maybe 3. I said not 5, 6 tier, okay? And so at this point, you know, they get up and next thing you know, they finna go play the game. They get the rules and all this stuff. They go play the game. This big ass doll bitch is out there, and then they turn around, red light, green light. I said, wait a minute. After they get all their information and stuff, y'all didn't tell us all the information, all the details of what was gonna happen. You said as soon as we get out here, if you miss it, you get eliminated, okay? You didn't tell us that elimination means death, okay? They thinking they just finna just be playing games or whatever, and oh, I can go back home, okay? No, bitch, you lose, you die. I said, oh my God. What is this? And then that thing was turning her head around and her eyes just going all like that. I said, we ain't got time for that. We ain't got time for that, okay? Next thing you know, we got this old ass player. I said player 001. You know, I felt so sorry for him. I was like, why is granddaddy there? Get him out of there. And I said, for sure, he gonna be gone by the 2nd episode. And that would have just fucked me up all the way. But he made it to the 6th episode, so we thought, okay? So we thought, baby, the 6th episode played on my heart. Played on my heart, so be it, bitch. But the one that really had me stressed out, not just the red light, green light one. They made it over the finish line. It's one character, San Woo, who knew player 456, and then they befriended this other Pakistani guy named Ali. Okay, he's so innocent. And then at one point, before they get into, they was a little crew for a second. Well, them the ones that we got introduced for real at the beginning. And then, you know, people was like taken aback about what was going on. So they was like, listen, we ain't signed up for this shit, okay? And by the rules, we can all come together and vote whether or not we want to stay or not. And so they was like, okay, cool, go ahead. Mind you, they got people, the main leader dressed up in black with the mask on. The workers got on pink. Bitch, I bought me one of those jogger suits that they had on. That shit look fire. I said, is that Ivy Park? Bitch, what is going on? Let me find out. But anyway, and they had either triangle, square, or circle on their face, okay? And so they voted basically to, you know, go back and to end the game. Everybody go back to their, you know, respective dwellings and stuff like that. But it was like, you know, people were still having hardships that they still needed the money that brought them back. You know, like it was the young girl on there. She was trying to get her brother out of foster care. You know, she defected from North Korea to South Korea. And if you know the history of North Korea, yeah, okay. So that happened. You know, you got Sang Woo, he up here, you know, frauding people on millions of dollars or whatever, put his mama's shop up for collateral and she didn't even know. At one point the FBI came, or their version of the FBI came looking for him, and the mama looking like, what? Mind you, she just got through bragging about him. Okay, and of course we know player 456, he was having trouble. His mama was in the hospital. She was diabetical. She needed some medical help and all this stuff and money to pay for a surgery and all this for her feet or whatever. And so that was his motivation to go back. About 93% of the people went back that left. I said, oh no, bitch, I would have stayed gone and tried to make it some other way. It ain't worth risking my life, okay? I don't have the time, all right? But then when they get back, you know, that's when Sang Woo, who actually knew player 456 at one point, they linked up together with Ali, and then player 01 they became cool. Okay, they had their own little nest egg. Then it was like this dude that was like a mob dude, a gangster dude that, you know, had it out for the young girl. And then they met this other lady. Okay, that bitch got on my nerves. And what happened to her deserved to happen to her. She wound up fucking that man up in the bathroom, and he wound up playing her. Okay, he wound up playing her when they had to team up. Threw her off the team because he ain't want no women on the team. I said, ain't that about a bitch? You know, girl. The next game that they came in, they started in, and they didn't even start over from game one. This is the same group, so bitch, we gonna start where we left off at, okay? Bitch, they did game two where they had to the honeycomb, okay? They get this sugar melted down, and they had to get a particular shape. They didn't know what shape, what the shape mean. When they got the stood up by the shape that they was at, baby, they had to cut with like a needle the shape out, and if they broke that bitch, you're dead. Okay, and player 4, 5, 6 had the umbrella. I said, oh my god, he's gonna die. He gonna die. I said, it's over, it's over. But then it was like, I think they had like 30 minutes or something like that, or 10 minutes or something like, I don't know. They had like 30 minutes, I believe. Baby, they was trying to get that shit. The lady that was irritating, she had a lighter, cause baby, she pulled a lighter and cigarettes out of her puss in the bathroom. She had it in the container, but she pulled that bitch out of her puss. I said, wait a minute, bitch. I said, this is prison, okay? Girl, they did all of that. And, you know, he figured out a way. He looked up at the light, and he was like, oh, my God, all I got to do is lick that shit from the back. He was licking it. I said, oh, no, this looks so nasty, because from behind, it looked like he was giving somebody fellatio. I said, oh, stop. Okay, and everybody else started, you know, noticing what he was doing, and they started catching on, and so he got through. That was the game 3. Okay, game 2. Game 3, bitch, what was it? I can't remember what game 3 was. I just know at one point they had a fucking brawl at night. Okay, and they was all killing each other. I said, what the hell? What the hell is going on? This is crazy. And then they stopped it. They set it up, but then they stopped it. And then it was this doctor, you know, he was on set, you know, part of the game, but they was using him to take out organs or whatever, and they was selling the organs of the dead people. I said, what the hell? What is going on? It was a lot. And he wound up getting his ass killed. And then it was this cop who infiltrated the workers. You know, he became one of the workers or whatever, because he was trying to find his brother. And bitch, come to find out, his brother was one of the people that was the head of this shit in the black. I said, are you serious? Are you serious? And shot his own brother just to protect this whole ass game. The moral of the story was, you got these people that are down on their luck, okay? And instead of just going ahead and giving them something and having them pay it off or work it off or whatever, you know, or just volunteering, giving them something, you got rich people that are literally seeing poor people and people down in their luck, you know, fight it out to the death for sport. For them, because that's all that it was. The VIPs was rich people, okay? When that dude took the cop boy to the back to suck his dick, I said, old man ass, okay? One of the games, when they did the marble one in episode 6, oh my God, and the way Sun Woo played Ali, that hurt me so bad. And when I thought player 1 was dead, oh my God, that hurt me so bad. The bridge one, when they had to see which glass that they was gonna step on, baby, I was so fucking nervous. And every time somebody fell through, oh my goodness, all right? When they got to the end, and it was just Sun Woo, that girl, and player 4, 5, 6, okay, at the dinner table, and then she had glass stuck up in her, and she was bleeding internally, and she was bleeding real bad. And then, you know, 4, 5, 6 went to go get some help, and then when he turned around, Sun Woo ass had already killed her, sliced her throat open and everything. I said, that don't make no sense. And then they played Squid Game. Now, Squid Game was something that was like a game that they played as kids, but it wasn't deadly. But that was the last game, and of course, you know, player 5, 4, 6 won, but he didn't want to kill Sun Woo. Sun Woo took the knife that he already had and stabbed himself in it, you know. So player 4, 5, 6 was holding on to all that money. He wanted and everything, and girl, he was just like survivor's guilt for the rest of the show. At the end of episode 9, when it ended, you know, he met up with who the head of this whole thing was. Guess who it was on his deathbed? because he started getting sick while he was there. Player 001. I said, motherfucker, what? Talk about a plot twist. He said, bitch, I wanted to play with y'all too. I wasn't gonna just have fun looking at y'all asses. I wanted to play too. I said, ain't this about some bitch? You know, so they did that. And then at the end of the episode, something made him just go ahead and turn his life around and say, okay, fuck it, I'm gonna use this money, because it was like some time had passed and he hadn't even touched the money that he won. He won millions of dollars and he hadn't touched it. His mama passed away too, or whatever. By the time he got out of the game, the mama had already died. Mind you, he went back to the game so that she can get the medical help that she needed, and she had died by the time he got out. And so, you know, he dyed his hair, whatever. He about to go to the United States to be with his daughter, and he sees old boy who tricked him into getting into the game doing the same thing with this other man. And he went over there and he said, don't take it, okay? And he took the car from him. And while he was going to get on the plane, he calls the number and he was like, listen, bitch, I'm trying to see why y'all doing all this shit. And they was like, listen, get your ass on the plane and let that shit go. That motherfucker didn't get on the plane. I said, player 456, you're doing the most. You're doing the most, okay? I would have left. I would have left. You wouldn't have told me twice. I would have spent that money and left. Survivor guilt my ass, okay? But that was Squid Games, y'all. Go look at it. I highly suggest it, okay? I had to run through it a little bit because I'm actually kind of late to get on the desk, but y'all, it's a good show. Be prepared. That's all. I'll see y'all later. Peace.